Hey guys, how you going? Welcome back to our Lessons from Spirit reading. And today we've got the beautiful card, the Hidden Worlds. This is from the Hidden Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Beautiful oracle, this one. And this one is all about, it says here, changing consciousness, awareness, and extrasensory perception. But it's all really about a few things actually, which is, I think we need to have to get into them and talk about them in this reading because I feel like it's going to come up. So one of the first things that I want to talk about with this card that's come up for this is how we can go into a space of separation and division, right? And work from a place of judging and classifying and labeling others, or anything, right? Labeling and classifying others and the things that we do to create, unknowingly create separation and segregation. And I think what Spirit is trying to bring through to us today is understanding that when we do these things, we create division rather than unity. And what we need to understand is that we all come from the same source. So if you can look at things from that perspective, you'll create less of, you'll create a higher level of consciousness. Let's put it that way. The other thing that comes up with this card is around how we put limitations on our perceptions, right? And I hear a lot of people do this all the time, like saying things about, oh, I can never do this, or that will never happen. And they put all these limitations on everything in their life, right? Think about what's blocking you now in your life, and have you put some unconscious or subconscious limitation on it based on, an old outdated belief. So, Spirit's sort of saying to us, be conscious and aware of what you're doing, what you're saying, and, what you're actually putting out there. To everyone you come into contact with. So we're going to do the same format as last week. And thanks everyone for the likes and the feedback on this format. So it's really great to hear that positive comments. I do really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because I am putting out readings out every day at the moment. So there'll be something new for you to have a look at. All right, so the first thing we're going to ask is who do I need to work with? So who are we going to work with today in this session with Spirit? Let's see who we're going to get here. One more. There it is. Oh, nice. Okay. And we're getting Star Gathering, Stars Aligned, Remembering Home, Soul Family. So it could be a bit of a star seed reading here, potentially, if that aligns to you. We'll get some more tarot. I think we're going with 6 for this one. So let's go with that. Seemed to work. Let's do a quick shuffle. Yeah, Soul Family. And, some of you might be coming into, and I love these beautiful purples you can see here. Some of you might be coming into contact with people that you're really resonating with at this point in time. As, we're changing and going through consciousness shifts. You may be coming into contact with more of your soul tribe or your soul family. Let's see what we've got here. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. What else? 7 of Wands. The Star card. That seems to be coming up a lot in the readings recently. Oh, the Aeon. Beautiful. Beautiful. 2 more, please, Spirit. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so star gathering with the Knight of Pentacles. So, the Knight of Pentacles signifies, and what I'm getting from Spirit here is this, it feels like for some of you it's been a very long journey. And you feel like at times you feel like you're not making any progress, you're not moving forward. But do be reminded that you do have massive support from Spirit, massive support from your soul family. And, even though things are coming through that may not look like they're working in your favor, they are actually there to support you. And this 7 of Wands is saying, yeah, like even if you are getting defensive, we are bringing in your wish fulfillment. We are here to help you. We just have to, sometimes we have to pull things apart in order to bring them back together, right? And this is about this beautiful card. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes, saying that, sometimes you have to burn it all down. You've got to burn it all down in order to build it back up. Because when we look at what we've built, sometimes it really doesn't resonate for who we are as soul beings. I was going to get 2 more cards, so let me do that. Right, we're getting lust. And the Knight in this deck, this is the Knight of Cups. So we've got 2 Knights here as well, which is interesting. So who are we working with? So for this, for this question, who are we working with? Work with your spiritual team. Work with if you resonate as being a starseed, a light worker, a way shower, resonate with, work with your spiritual team and your soul family. Also, you've got a lot of I'm getting here, there's a lot of past family members and friends that are also working with you on the other side as well. And for some of you, there's one person in particular I'm connecting with here that is getting a lot of earaches. And I'm hearing that it's because you're not being open to the messages that are coming through. So I'm not sure who that's for, but, if it resonates, let me know. Now we're getting, as I said, we're rising from the ashes, and we're doing it from a place of strength, right? We're doing it from a place of a lust for life, lust for learning, lust for knowledge. I'm here and I can do this, even if it all goes to shit. I'm in a place where I'm stronger every single day. And I'm starting to feel that there's compassion for yourself as well, right? There's that loving energy. There's that not only for yourself, but love for others as well. And what I'm hearing here too is that the more that you work with your team, the more you have more compassion for the other people in your life that aren't resonating to that same level. And the more you'll have compassion for your own soul journey, to understand that sometimes you need to go through the hard things and the ups and downs in order to get to where you need to go. All right, so let's look at our second question tonight, and we're going to look at, what do I need to heal? And what is blocking me? So what do I need to heal and what is blocking me? This is a good one, isn't it? Energy attachments. Yeah, energy exchange, negative influences, self-sabotage. I can't tell you how common this is for so many people. For so many people. Like, we come into contact with negative situations, with negative people, all this sort of stuff, and we kind of don't do anything to clear our energies. If you can look at doing some cord cutting, some white lighting, violet flaming, all of this stuff really helps. But also just be conscious of who you're sharing your energy with as well. right? So if you're hanging around really negative people, and also, different frequencies like alcohol and drugs can also lower your energy, attack your energy frequencies as well. So yeah, and this can get you to a point where you're self-sabotaging, and you're bringing yourself down because you're becoming into a place of fear based on your doubts, right? And that's how one of the reasons why we self-sabotage is out of fear of change. And sometimes it's fear of succeeding. Let's see what we get with the tarot. You're getting the Six of Swords. So it's like we're being told, it's time to move on from some of these past attachments. For some of you, I'm getting that you need to move on from certain people in your life. And I think you have known that it's been a little bit, I wouldn't say toxic, but it's potentially getting to a toxic situation for some of you. And it's time to move on. And yes, Spirit saying subconsciously and on a spiritual level, you know that you've had to make this decision. This could be for a family member as well, right? But there is a feeling that it's time to leave, it's time to move on, and you're not actually helping each other. And I feel like for some of you too, there could be, I'm just looking at this here, there could be a potential like a energy vampire around you, that's just kind of sucking you dry. Yeah. So we're getting the Tower. And Spirit is saying to you as well, because you see this happen quite a lot, right? When you're getting these messages and you're not doing anything with them, well, you know what happens? In comes the Tower. Because you're not supposed to be in that situation. So sometimes you have to actually take the action, listen to your guidance and take the action to move forward. Otherwise you end up stuck. Or, worse, you end up in a situation where you're what I call a tower moment, where Spirit comes in and rips it all apart for you. A bit like this energy. Whereas this is bringing it back, building it up from when it's been pulled apart. This is the pull apart energy. All right, what else we got? Six of Cups. Yeah. For some of you, you're living in the past. And I'm getting here, there's a strong female energy coming through saying, and when will you let go of this? When are you prepared to let go of this? This is like a feminine energy, maternal, oh dear, a mother or a grandmother. When are you going to let go of this? Like, you keep going back and rehashing this old stuff. Yeah. It's like you're your own worst enemy. It's like you're your own worst enemy, and you keep I can see, someone that is like with the self-sabotage here, right? Someone that works themselves into such a state where they overanalyze everything, and they just, make themselves sick to the stomach thinking about, what if I had have done this? Maybe I should have done this, or, and half of this stuff is not even yours anyway. It's like you're carrying this stuff from other people. You're taking on everyone else's energy. You have no separation. When you connect with other people, you have no separation between your energy and their energy. And it's like you're just taking this on. And Spirit's saying there needs to be some more discernment, right? There's some people in your life that you need to walk away from. What else? Last one. Yeah, the universe. So this is the end of a cycle. This is the end of a cycle, and Spirit is telling you that if you want to heal, if you want to remove this block, you have to clear out what's not resonating for you, and that is people as well, right? So, and that could be hard, because if it's a family member, it could be a close friend, it could be a partner, right? It could be a love interest. But sometimes you just have to do what's right for you. And you're better to do it while you're in a space before it gets to this toxic energy, or before Spirit comes in and just blows it apart, in potentially the worst possible way. Because the other thing is, when we have a Tower moment, it comes in order for us to teach us, so that we don't do it again. All right, so the last question we're going to ask tonight is, what outdated beliefs are we holding on to, so that we're experiencing the same issues over and over again? I'll say that one again. What outdated beliefs are we holding on to, so that we are experiencing the same issues over and over again? That's what beliefs are we working with? Leap of fortune. Straight off the bat here, I'm getting here that for some of you there is a massive issue with trust, right? And I'm hearing comments like, all men can't be trusted, or you can't trust people, you're better off just counting on yourself and do what needs to be done. So I don't know, I'm connecting with some feminine energy there. Let's get some tarot. 6 of Wands. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of ego involved in this. I'm getting straight away. It's like a wounded pride is coming up first of all. Like I feel like someone has really betrayed you, and now you're just in this space of, well, I'm just not going to trust anyone moving forward. I'm just going to do things myself, right? I'm not going to be open to anything. And I feel like this has impacted your abundance. This has impacted your relationships. It's impacted a lot of areas in your life. What else we got? All right, so this is the King of Pentacles. Yeah, and this is what I was getting with the abundance thing too, right? This has impacted your ability to create, the ability to be, and I don't just mean financial abundance, but the ability to have abundance in all areas of your life, right? Love, laughter, fun, adventure, yeah? And yeah, you struggle to make things tangible sometimes because of your lack of trust. And it's not only trust in others, it's trust in yourself. Because I'm getting here that sometimes you doubt yourself so much that you just, we're going back to this self-sabotage again. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that because, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough, or I have a problem, or I just can't do it, not trusting in yourself. So we're getting the Knight of Swords here. Yeah. And the other thing I get with this too is that I can see yourself really frustrated, like wanting to speak your truth a lot of the time, wanting to come forward and rush in and do things. But then you kind of like trip yourself up here with this trust issue. And, in some cases I'm seeing that there's, when you get to this stage and you might get right to the end and you might not say what you're meaning to say, or you might get to a point where, after years and years of keeping quiet, you you might have an outburst, right? You might have a crazy outburst come through. Yeah, it seems to be really unbalanced here. Let's see what else we got. 3 of Cups. Yeah, there doesn't seem a lot of joy. There doesn't seem a lot of joy in this situation. I feel like for some of you, you have really high highs and really low lows. Like it's really like a curve, like a wave. And it gets a little bit confusing as to, 7 of Pentacles. It gets a bit confusing sometimes because you could potentially be going through bouts of depression and anxiety as well. And I think that's just a stability thing, right? It's all about the trust in you. Because when, this is talking about looking back at your situations, and Spirit is saying, go back and look at some of these situations, some of these issues, because we're seeing this pattern, and they're saying, look at the waves, look at the highs and look at the lows and see what triggers you before that, because there'll be some really, some common themes coming through, right? Just before you're getting triggered. And even look at like the good times, right? When you're really on a high and you're experiencing it. The other thing I'm getting with that is when you're really on a high and experiencing it, how much of that are you attributing to other people, right? So are you putting emphasis on other people to make you happy rather than finding it within you? One more. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Yeah. It does feel like it's a bit of betrayal in a sense. It's a bit of like, how can I explain this without being horrible? I feel like sometimes you just stab yourself in the back, right? It's like you're looking at things and you're saying, this is what I want in life and this is where I want to go, but your actions don't actually match where you're trying to get to. And I think that frustrates you as well, because you go through this cycle of, I'm so positive about my life, this is where I want to be, and then you fall into this pattern of fear and doubt, right? And you stop trusting yourself, you self-sabotage, you create these situations where you just bring more and more negativity in, right? Until it all goes to shit, basically, and then you have to pull yourself back out of that. And this is this wave of patterning that I can see. So anyway, I hope that wasn't too harsh. All right, I'm just about to finish this off. Let's get one final message from Spirit to go for us, what we need to look at in relation to all this. Oh, nice. Okay. Beautiful. We're getting the Isle of Wonders, revelation, teaching, discovery. And the main thing I'm getting with this is Spirit is saying, take that time to look in towards yourself and understand, your own patterns, your own waves. Like, look at your highs and lows. Take the time and sit down and work out the people around you, where they're pulling your energy or where you're feeling drained from them. When you walk away from someone, do you feel elevated or do you feel drained? And if you're feeling drained, if you're feeling low, then they're probably not the best person to have in your life at this point in time. Okay. So anyway, guys, I hope that helps. Have an amazing day and I'll see you next week. Bye.